one. We are live. We are live, guys. Welcome to Petty Hour. I'm your host, Natalie. We're doing today's topic, which is bars over, I can't remember what I said, but we're sizing up Michael B. Jordan and Lil Wayne. So before we get into the topic, let me know where you guys are checking in from. Me personally, my name is Natalie. I'm checking in from Tampa, but I'm originally from Kentucky. I host Petty Hour, where I go live every Monday and every Wednesday. Every week, every live, it's a different subject. So today we're talking about, are you choosing bars over body? Bars over body. Who are you going to go with? Before we get into it, guys, let me know where you're checking in from. And then I also have a little mini, you feel me, vote, so we can get out before we get all philosophical. But like I said, I'm from Kentucky originally, but I'm checking in from Louisville. I'm checking in from Tampa. So let me know where you guys are from before we get started into this live. Let me get my water in, guys. It's starting to pour down outside, so if I get interrupted, I'm gonna try my best to hop back on. Okay, let's see. I get a notification. All right, guys. All right. The next subject is, if you had to choose gas or DoorDash for a year, which one would you pick? Me. Well, I'm gonna pick gas, because I feel like DoorDash is just temporarily. And then I like to try to stay a little physical. So I think anything food-wise you depend on 24/7, you're gonna I'm not trying to get too fat. You feel me? So I like to travel. So for me personally, I would pick gas, because I just feel like, bro, it would be easy. It would be a hop and a skip away to just drive to New York, grab a pizza, grab a bagels, and drive back. So personally, that's what I would pick if I had a choice between DoorDash and a gas for a year. Don't get me wrong. It might seem, you feel me, convenient to be able to order anything at the touch of a button. But I personally could not get used to eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner DoorDash. Like, even when I go on road trips, if I'm driving like 10 and something hours, I feel like I get tired of eating out. I get to the point when I get tired of eating out too much. But guys, make sure you make sure you subscribe. Today's topic is, are you choosing body or are you choosing bars? Like, are you choosing Michael B. Jordan's body or are you choosing Weezy F Baby's bars? So let me know in the comment section below. If you are a man, I get it, you might not be into men. If you had a choice of choosing a woman, are you going to choose a woman over her looks or over her mind? Once the chat warms up, I'm going to definitely go into the more philosophical, but we are having a little side poll. If you had to choose between free gas for a year or DoorDash over a year, which one would you roll out to? So let me know in the comment section below, guys, because right now we're flooding up the chat. Wednesdays is a little spicier. We do lives on Wednesdays, but that's when you can call in and let me know which one you're willing to choose. Anna in the building. When I'm sitting with Anna, I'm really sitting with Anna. Ain't no punchline metaphor. I'm really sitting with Anna. Hey, if y'all know what that means, you're a real one. If you know what that means, you're a real one. But Anna, how are you doing today? We were talking about, before we get into the live, if you had to choose DoorDash for a year or free gasoline for a year, which one would you pick? Yanni, how you doing? And guys, let me know where y'all are checking in from. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys are checking in from. This is Petty Hour Wednesdays. We're not doing live calls today, but if y'all flood the chat, I'll shout you out. So let me know where you guys are checking in from. Me, I've already talked about it, but I was talking to myself, the magnitude of me talking to myself, right? I'm originally from Kentucky. But right now I'm in Tampa. I've been in Tampa for about almost 4 years in March. So let me know where you guys are checking in from. And then we'll get into, are you going to pick gas for a year or are you going to pick DoorDash for a year? And let me know why now. Don't just tell me the name without telling me the reason. I got to know the reason, because me, and I know you guys just got here, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you like the vibe. I'm going to pick gas over DoorDash. And why? Because I like to try to be somewhat physical, you feel me? I feel like if I keep eating out DoorDash breakfast, lunch, and dinner, eventually I'm going to get really, really big. And so I don't want to be that way. So, and then I like to travel. That was like my favorite thing to do, is travel. So I think it would be, guys, I said earlier, if I get interrupted, it's like storming here. It's hurricane season in Tampa. So if I get interrupted, I'm going to try my best to get back on. Depending, yeah, I would pick gas too, because I feel like I like to travel. And bro, I would love to just be like, man, I want to go to New York just for the pizza, vroom, and go get it. You feel me? I don't want to be like, well, the money and the situation of the gas. Like, if I feel like I have unlimited gas, I'm going to be willing to go anywhere, anytime. Right now, I'm like, oh, I can't go there because, you know, I don't got the gas money. And even like the choices of me being too tired to drive. If you got free gas, you ain't going to use that as an excuse. All right, guys, I guess we're warmed up. Make sure if you haven't liked, if you haven't subscribed, to do so at the time, to support the channel, support the vibe. I appreciate you guys being here. I think it's now time we get a little philosophical. So if you, all right, so today's topic is, would you choose Michael B. Jordan or Weezy F Baby, Lil Wayne? Which one would you choose to be with and why, right? So fill the chat. Let me know which one you would pick. And let me know, which one do y'all think I would pick? Do y'all think I would go with Weezy F Baby? Well, I keep calling him that. Do y'all think I would go more towards Lil Wayne? Or do you think I would go more towards Michael B. Jordan? Which one do y'all think is my type? And I know there's guys in here that are like, bro, I don't want to, what? I don't want to pick. If you don't want to pick, and I get it. Because if you ask me a woman, I'm going to give you the same answer. But let me know if you're willing more to date a woman based off of her looks or for their brains. Let me know in the comment section, guys. But while you guys are going to write, because I know y'all ain't got me sitting here talking to myself, the magnitude of that, I'm going to tell you who I would pick. If this chair breaks, y'all, I put it together. So there's your answer. I keep hearing it squeak more and more lately. But anyway, who would I pick and why? Because I would pick, let me size them up first, right? Lil Wayne. Obviously, people say he looked like a gremlin, and I get it. I get it. But Michael B, it's just prime fine. But I think realistically, I like the way someone's brain works. And I've never seen his brain work. You feel me? Not like that. I just think he's more of an image. If you take away someone's image, what do they got going for themselves? Like, obviously, let's say that image was taken away from Lil Wayne. Mentally, I like the way he communicates. Like, to me, I sit here and watch these interviews of Lil Wayne, and not to even just hit on the way his vocab is when he battles or when he writes. I just love the way he puts everything together. To me, ultimately, I'm going to lean towards Lil Wayne, because I think his looks are not really there for me. Back in the day, they were somewhat there for me. But realistically, I typically don't even go for men that are like shorter than me. And I'm like 5'7". I know, I noticed the other day when I went live, or not when I went live. The other day I did a video, y'all, and I stood up. Y'all don't ever see me standing up, do y'all? I'm like 5'7". So I feel like Lil Wayne is shorter than me. But I also feel like just the way he, I don't know if I want to say calculates the way he speaks. Just the way he speaks. I don't know. I just find it so, I don't know, attractive. So to me, if I had to choose between Lil Wayne and Michael B. Jordan, I'm going to pick Lil Wayne, because I love the way he speaks. I don't know. Not like how he just talks, just the way he orchestrates the way that he is. All that, how you doing, homie? Let me know where you're from in the chat. So for me, guys, and I know that that's gonna, a lot of people are gonna be like, you're on the bull, like, you're on the bull. You wouldn't pick Lil Wayne over Michael B. And I'm being honest, like, maybe 10 years ago, I would have picked Michael B because it's more physical. But I think now that where I am in life, I would pick Lil Wayne. I watch him talk and I think, golly, the way he puts together his sentence. And we're not even talking about him rapping. Like, y'all know he don't, allegedly, he don't even write down his rhymes. So to me, it's always going to be Lil Wayne. And I get it. People are going to say he looks like a gremlin. But I think sometimes beauty is not on appearance, on physical. I think it's more mental. Y'all know I like to talk. If y'all been here on my channel, I could talk all day. A lot of times I'm running late to go pick my daughter up because I'm like, let me finish what I was saying on my live. And I appreciate you, Kane. Thank you so much for letting me know I'm very pretty. But I like to talk, and I just feel like with Lil Wayne, the way he is, he can have a conversation with me all day. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's some kind of persona of how I feel that what energy he gives when he's online. Because, you know, I've never met him in real life. I've been to a concert, but I've never met him, and it's just the way that he articulates himself. Michael B has good looks, so I would pick him, and he's fit because he's famous for basketball. Michael B is fine, I'm not gonna lie, but I just think, let me slow down. Y'all know I be getting a little philosophical, so I be looking at these, and I know a lot of people don't believe in the zodiacs and stuff. I didn't know Michael B was a Cancer, right? I didn't mean to say Cancer, I meant to say water sign. But just from my personal observation, when and it's not every, golly, let me get my words together because I wasn't gonna go this deep. Let me get my words together. It's not my, a lot plays a role in it. So even though someone can say I'm a Cancer, there's really more theses that may not make them seem like a Cancer. But Michael B to me seems like a very emotional man, and me personally, I don't like emotional men. I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't think it's attractive. I don't know if it has to do with me with being a fire sign. Lil Wayne's you know, already done the research, Anna. Lil Wayne is a Libra, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So Libras are just more balanced, but I don't even think that plays a factor to what I'm going for. The factor I'm going for is just beyond physical, because I think once, like, you know, knock on wood, nothing ever happens to anybody. But I think if Michael B lost his looks, would I be able to carry a conversation with him? And if I'm not, to me, it ain't gonna work out. So that's why I say, in my personal opinion, I would pick, it's the country coming out, y'all. I would pick Lil Wayne over Michael B because just, I don't know the way that I don't know how to really, I don't really know how to even describe it. Like, I don't know, there's a word for it, but I can't think of it now. Y'all know what it's called. What's it called? When you go off of words and how people articulate their words. And Michael B to me doesn't have it. I've always been a woman who's thought, like, if my man doesn't communicate, I ain't gonna be with him. That's how I've always thought. So Michael B, in my opinion, is lacking that aspect. So that's why I personally would choose Weezy F Baby over Michael B Jordan. Guys, let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. And I know you said you would pick Michael B. Guys, if you're still here, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the vibe, because I am going live again Wednesday with a different topic. Just to dabble on it a little bit. Like, I posted a short a couple days ago talking about this wild encounter I had at the gas station. Guys, everything I talk about on my channel is all real life shit. So the other day at the gas station, 2 a.m., a man is just acting weird. You're gonna have to check the short out to understand what exactly I'm talking about, referring to. But I'm going to go into a deep dive when I go live again Wednesday. And like I said, Wednesday is a little spicier because Wednesdays we do call-ins. But you guys are still welcome to flood the chat. But guys, let me know what all y'all got. Is that all y'all got? Because I feel like I would say it, Natalie, the magnitude of me sitting here talking to myself, which I talk to myself all the time, so that's why I can just keep going. But guys, let me know what you think. Anna said, I don't know, Wayne. Yeah, see. I appreciate you being here, Anna. But if that's all you guys got referring to that topic, what else y'all want to talk about today? If that's all, let me know. But we can, I don't know. I'm trying to think what else I can talk about. That's kind of interesting. You know, when you talk about your life all the time, it's like hard to think of something else to talk about. But I do have a short coming out today. Speaking of that, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in a couple hours, so I hope you guys pull up to watch that. Other than that, that's pretty much all I got for you guys, man. I don't know. I'm pretty boring today. But yeah, that was it. I just wanted to see if you guys thought that Michael B. Jordan was more attractive than Lil Wayne. I don't think so. I mean, physical, yes. Physical, yes. Michael B. is more attractive physical. But like if you... mental is where, to me... mental to me is where it's at. And I don't see Michael B. being... I don't want to say mentally there, but like for me, do you eat Kentucky Fried Chicken? I do. I have not ate it in a while. There is one here in Tampa, but like I don't know. Like I guess I don't really eat it too much. I ate it a lot growing up because it was like obviously, but I don't eat it too much because I think now there's more chicken options. Like my favorite go-to is the Popeyes, the chicken sandwich. You love KFC? Them biscuits be dry though, don't they? When you eat the biscuits, do you have a drink? Because if not, Anna, I'm going to be worried about you. Because them biscuits are so dry that you got to have something to wash them down. Donnie in the building, hands to the ceiling. New Jersey up in this thing. You heard me? How you doing, Donnie? Donnie, I think you just changed your profile picture. Have you always had a profile picture? Donnie, make sure. I be acting like I really know y'all. Yeah, look at you. I'm proud of you, Donnie. I'm proud of you, Donnie. New Jersey up in this thing. Donnie, make sure you hit the like button. Quit playing. I'll pull up on you one time. Donnie, we were talking about... Well, Anna asked me if I ever eat, I see you leaning or I see you learning. Which one is it? Let me know. Anna was asking me if I go to KFC. I told her, like, I used to a lot when I was younger. Hey, I got the colors on. Last time I wore these, someone was like, did you just finish your shift at KFC? And I'm just like, bro, quit playing with me. But I don't really go to KFC because, I don't know, I ate it a lot growing up. Like, if I had to choose, like, a chicken place, like, we have churches here. I don't know if y'all have churches. We have churches, Popeyes, KFC. I still feel like I'm forgetting one. I don't know. That might be it. I'm going to go to Popeyes. Girls prefer body, men prefer bars. I don't. I'm more philosophical. I feel like, to me, if someone is listening to me, that's more philosophical. Like, I don't prefer looks over that. I mean, don't get me wrong. 10 years ago, would have been like, what did he look like? You feel me? But I feel like if he's more of a listener to me, that's more, I don't know. That's better for me. And I guess that's why I'm so different. Because, you know, people act like I'm an alien sometimes. Donnie said, Donnie, I seen you in another live. Donnie, you hopping around on lives? Leaning, these girls be on who? That chocolate with the shades. What? Chocolate with the shades? Popeyes, Jubilee, KFC, churches. We don't have am I saying that the correct way? Jubilee. Am I saying that the correct way? Yeah, I'd be bored as hell. Also, Anna, you lying too, because you on other people's lives too. That's what it is. Guys, make sure y'all hit the like. Make sure you subscribe. Never heard of Jubilee. In Kentucky, we got Bojangles too. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Bojangles. But, yeah, that was pretty much it. I leaned toward and said that I would pick Um, Lil Wayne over Michael B. Jordan. Anna's over here dry stitching. Javon, I could tell it's all about you and relationships. It's all about me? Damn, that's deep. I don't feel that way. But hey, they say it's what Leos are. You know, I'm a Leo, so I feel like I'm all about my partner. I'm all about, just because I talk does that mean it's all about me? Because I think talking is about communicating. And obviously, if you don't have communication in a relationship, what do you got? In my opinion, I don't think it's all about me. But Javon, I've only been on this line for 20 minutes. How do you compact who I am in 20 minutes, bro? Let me hear about it. Yo, you handled that situation with Toby. Toby happened in Kentucky. So me leaving, because I'm in Florida now. I don't have to deal with him no more. And I think he wound up transferring out of the department before I left. So it's so weird that a lot of times when I'm dealing with somebody, which it seems like a lot, right? A lot of times they'll just handle themselves. Like, I don't even have to do something. Sometimes I might have to say something, but a lot of times I don't. How was your weekend, cuzzo? My weekend was good. So Friday I got off work early, like I typically do. And I made a video, I made a short, came home, and I didn't really do anything. I got a new refrigerator, and watched movies. I'm trying to think of what movies I watched. I can't think of the name of it, but it's like an old school movie, but it's really good. I've watched it before. But other than that, I had a margarita because, I always got to have a margarita every Wednesday or every time I'm off. And that's pretty much it. I didn't really do anything crazy. Like, it's been raining here so often that I can't go to the beach. So I just been chilling on the inside. You heard? But guys, make sure you make sure you subscribe if you're still here. I really don't have too much to talk about. I just wanted to see if you guys chose Lil Wayne, not the men. I wanted to see if the women who they thought was more Lil Wayne or Michael B. Jordan, or if the men chose more bodies over brains on a female. Okay, I could not tell you anything about football. I think when they touch down, is it 7 points? I can't tell you. Like, I really don't know. I don't really watch football. It's not really my thing. I'm more basketball. But you watch any good football games, Donnie, with the new photo? Or have you been to Jacksonville? I have not. I got a Jacksonville hat, but I've never been to Jacksonville. I've been to, before I moved, I could tell y'all this story. This is kind of interesting. Before I moved to Florida, we drove to Orlando. We went to Disney World, right? And to me, it was like the most waste of money because it's so expensive to get in. And so we took like 4 kids with us when we went, bruh. And I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna choose pizza to eat, right? Mysteriously, Disney World does not have any pizza. And so we wound up getting tacos and spent like $80 on tacos. And all the lines were outrageously long. Like, I just imagine being a kid and watching Disney World stuff. Like, you would think that, Elsa is walking down the street and stuff, but they're not. So, what body or bars? Kendrick Lamar or Andre 3000? Oh, you're talking about bars for bars on that? I'm going to pick Andre. I don't really think, in my opinion, Kendrick's all that as people make him out to be. In my personal opinion, I think he's all right. It's expensive as hell. It is. It's expensive as hell. The lines are long as hell. It's like so overcrowded. Like, I remember when we went, I walked like 10 miles. So and then everything's so expensive. I'm checking in from Mars. Mars in the building. Hands to the ceiling. Guys, make sure you make sure you subscribe. But who are you picking? Are you picking Kendrick or are you picking Andre? What's IG? That's Instagram. Donnie, add me on Instagram. I don't know how to, let me see if I can put it on here for you. It's, when I say it, I don't know. I just don't want to, you feel me? I'm think I'm messing up, bruh. I don't, give me a second, because it's like, Natalie, you hit too many buttons and it's not going to, it ain't going to work. So let me type it out, guys. And then I got to get ready to go, because y'all ain't really messing with your girl today. That's the Instagram, Donnie, if you see it. Yo, Andre 3000 low-key has bars. He's got bars in real life. Andre has bars in real life. So you're telling me that who's better for you, like Andre or Kendrick? Donnie with the new photo. Desi, Des, long time no see. Where you been? Guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Donnie, I'm waiting on your answer, homeboy. But I'm about to dip out. Des, long time no see. I know. Where you been at, homie? I have an IG, Donnie. I've been working. Send a super chat to support the channel. One time. I know you got big bills. You feel me? Send them this way. Send them this way. Andre. I think Andre's better than Kendrick. You know, there's a whole conspiracy theory that they hyped up that song with Kendrick when he was battling Drake, because Drake's trying to get out of the contract with Lil Wayne, and they figured that if they deteriorate Drake's value by making him look bad, that he won't be able to go to another like label to produce music. That's what I heard the other day. Real Diva in the chat, moderator on deck. You don't have an IG. Nas is really, I like Nas too. Okay, let me link it. I got you. Give me a few minutes. Does that say minutes? Because I'm auto-correcting. Donnie, don't be disrespectful. No, Donnie ain't being disrespectful, are you? I'm over here streaming. I'm scrolling up to see. Real Diva in the chat. Ronnie in the building. Hands up to the ceiling. Ronnie in the live. Hands up to the sky. Long time no see, Ronnie. Moderator on deck. Hope you've been doing well. We were just talking about body over bars. If I thought Lil Wayne was more attractive than Michael B. Jordan, and I said yes, due to the fact that I like how someone articulates their words. And to me, yeah, don't get me wrong, Michael B. Jordan is fine, but I think to me it's more about the mental. So I flipped it and said, you know, if you're not into women, are you going by their body or are you going by their brains? So that's what the topic was for today, guys. I already know to make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you're new. Even though this is you can fill up the chat. Wednesdays when we go live, you can also do call-ins. So make sure you guys pull up every Wednesday. I talked about I have a short coming out. Someone said, wait a minute, let me backtrack. So I have a short coming out tonight at 6 o'clock. Someone said that they could tell by me talking so much that I'm all about myself in a relationship. So that was said. And then we got into the topic of if we thought that Andre 3000 was better than Kendrick Lamar. So I think y'all caught up. Oh, wait, I said link it. I'm talking about going to my IG link up. That's all I got for you. So is that what you thought she meant by let me link it? I don't know what you... Y'all are cracking me up. It reminds me of a story, guys. When I was doing OnlyFans, someone hit me up like, link, you want a link? That to me is so disgusting. I would never link up with that's some like kidnapping type stuff. You feel me? I'm only here virtually. You feel me? I'm only here virtually. You ain't gonna get me. Come on now. Yeah. Donnie is not like that, Real Diva, but I can understand where you're coming from. 1,000. Diva ready to box with Hey, Ronnie, Donnie's from New Jersey, son. Donnie's from New Jersey. Ronnie, are you from New York? I know you're around that area, aren't you? So that's something you guys can have in common. Yeah, someone had literally asked me, let's link up. When I was talking about OnlyFans, he was like, I'll fly you out, let's link up. And I was like, bruh, you got me made up. Yeah, so you can find me in someone's bathroom. I mean, shit, basement. I watched this movie last night. And y'all probably know what I'm talking about if I said it. But this movie I watched was a woman who, pretty girl, was wanting to be a photographer. She wanted to be a model. And a lady that was her agent was like, you need better pictures. And she was like, she found she's working at this diner. It looked like they were in New York. And she found where someone was doing free photography lessons. And when she went over to get her pictures taken, the men were like, she brought in a couple change of outfits. And the men were like, take your clothes off more. And she was like, no. And she was like, I'm not here for that, blah, blah, blah. She went back to her apartment, fast forward. And a couple days later, the guy was like, here's the pictures I took of you. I wanted to give them to you like they were, it was a brother-owned business or whatever. So anyway, she went to go take her trash out. And this must be some New York shit, because she went down the hallway and there was like a slot in the door. And I guess it was a drop for the trash. Anyway, she left her door open. She left the lock open. Went inside, dude raped her. This happened in New York. And then they gave her drugs and put her in like Russia. Oh my God, bro. It had my heart like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just so, bro, I could be an activist on that stuff. I hate seeing women being sex trafficked. Like that stuff really like gets to me. Let me get into the chat. I'm in here and talking about this story. Yo, I'm like, what did I do? That's how we talk in New Jersey. I like how you said New York, trying to sneak that in. That's how I say New York. Every time I say New York, I'm always like, New York. You heard? One day someone stumbled on me saying New York right when I said it. And he was like, oh, I could tell you're from New York. And I was like, bruh, don't be pumping my head up. Because I'm not. But I would love to be. But I'm just a Kentucky girl. But if that's all you guys got for me, I'm going to dip out. I really don't have too much to talk about. I really just wanted to talk about Michael B. Jordan and Lil Weezy. But I don't know if you guys are feeling it. I don't know if you guys got anything else to talk about. But I got to roll out to the bus stop in like 30 minutes to pick my daughter up. But if you have anything else you want to talk about, make sure you ask. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. But that's pretty much all I got. That story, that movie had me going last night, man. Long story short, she wound up escaping from the basement and hopping out the window. Bruh, and that's what, like, I think really had me in this movie, because she wound up escaping, right? Hopping out the window and stopping these cops in, like, Russia. And they took her back to the police station. And a woman comes in and she's like, I have a woman's shelter. I'm gonna, but the lady was like, I'm American. I just want to go back to the embassy. And she was like, well, I have clothes at my place, because she escaped with like some, not so too revealing clothing on, right? And so I'm telling my husband, I'm not even the type of person that talks during movies, bro. I'm like, why would she go back? Why would she go get clothes? Like, I'm going to just be like, take me to the embassy. Just take me now. And my husband's like, shh, watch the movie. So anyway, the lady who takes her to get clothes winds up putting her back in that basement that she escaped from. So she was in on it, but she was acting like she ran a woman's shelter. And oh my God, bro, it made me so mad. It's not even based on a true story, but I can see something like that happening. It had my heart. I didn't get anything from IG. Next time, wait, not going to say link. Next time we try to connect our RGs. Donnie, I think the next time I would just say, here's my IG. Y'all, screenshot this and pull me up on IG later. That's how I would do it. I think that movie's on Netflix. It could be on Netflix. I didn't want to reveal the name of it, but it's called, and I watched the first one. This is the second one. I Spit on Your Grave too. And I remember watching the first one. Like, my dad showed it to me. I don't know why. I don't know what, because the movie's crazy, bruh. The movie's crazy. But usually when the second movie comes out, it's not as good as the first one. This movie was good. Like I said, it had me up, had me asking questions out loud, and typically I don't even ask. But that's all I got for you, son. Guys, y'all got anything else for me? If not, I'm going to get ready to roll out. I hope you guys liked. I hope you guys subscribed. But that was my opinion. I would definitely pick, I keep saying the wrong thing. Y'all think I'm lying, I'm sure now. I would definitely pick Weezy F Baby over Michael B. Jordan. I get it, Michael B. Jordan is fine, but I think for me it's more of a mental thing. And like whoever said earlier, it means I'm probably the only person in a relationship, or it's all about me in a relationship. But I would disagree with that. Now you good, Donnie? They didn't come for you. They just came in and seen Link, and they're my homegirls, so they thought, they know I'm married, so they see someone saying Link, they like, wait a minute, bruh. Holla at you, cuzzo, you hurt, man. Yes, I heard you. Thank you for pulling up, Donnie. Thank you guys for pulling up. Guys, don't forget that. Donnie, just so you know, I get on YouTube. I'm only 18. Heard that. She's only 18, Donnie. Stay in your lane. Donnie, only mess with your age or older. How old are you, Donnie? I think you're older than me. Add my Instagram. Add my IG. Add my IG. Guys, you already know. Don't forget, if you're trying to build confidence, if you're trying to stay in your own business, to check check the description box. I'm going to link my ebook. If you're trying to build confidence, in order to build confidence, you have to be completely comfortable with who you are as an individual. As you can tell, I'm 1,000% comfortable. But if you guys are also trying to build boundary, why are you telling me about your age? I'm not trying to holler. I don't know. A lot of people feel like, I don't know, Donnie, like the way I would see that, I have a 19-year-old. And I've never really had to say that to someone over 19, but I've seen men trying to holler at my daughter, and maybe she just took it that way. But I can also see you're trying to be friendly and just trying to, IG's IG at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, Donnie, make sure you add me. I am writing a book, Donnie. I am writing a book. Are you going to buy it, though? Are you going to cop it? But I do have an ebook out, How to Build Confidence. If you guys are trying to build your confidence, make sure you check the comment section, the description box in order to cop it. It's going to be a link, and in the link, you put your email address, and then I'll send you the details on purchasing the book. I have a 19-year-old, too. You have a 19-year-old, too? How's that like, bruh? Is it a boy or a girl? It's about to get interesting, boy. Is it a boy or a girl, Donnie? I be over here repeating myself like you're right in front of me. Like you didn't answer the question. Boy or girl, Donnie? Boy. Hell. Yeah, I know you have stories. I know, but can't go everywhere social media. And I feel that, Anna. Yeah, I got stories, and like, what's so crazy is that I think people be thinking it's fake. Oh, you got a girl? I got 2 girls, so I definitely understand. You got to get her ready, bruh. You got to get her ready. Is she still living? Does she live with you? I'm all up in your business. And I say you got to get her ready because the other day at work, me and a colleague were talking, and 19 going on 30. Me and a colleague were talking, and I was telling someone, yeah, I got a 19-year-old. And then the guy behind me was like, oh my God, bruh, I have a 17-year-old. And I said, I already know. The boys, the boys, the boys, the boys, the boys, the boys. And he was like, well, what do you do? And realistically, I can't even say anything because she just moved out with her boyfriend. So, but I can just say, like, she have a lot of cousins. Your daughter, you just got to get them ready. You got to let them know, like, I think, bro, I don't want to sound like I'm bashing, but you got to let them know how boys and men are. You know, you got to let them know that what they want. You feel me? Oh, she in college on the campus. I mean, you still got to let her know. I don't know. Maybe it's past, I don't want to say it's past your peak, but you got to lay down the foundation early. Like, I think it's different when it's coming from a male than when it's coming from a female. Terry in the live, hands up to the sky, type. Guys, make sure y'all pull over to Terry's channel. That's my cousin. He does content too. Yeah, my daughter has a lot of cousins, like boy cousins or girl cousins. Like, I just think it's important when you have a daughter that from a male perspective, like, I can tell her all day, men ain't, you know what I'm saying? Men ain't what you think they are. But I think if it comes from a male authority, it's more, Donnie. That's all you can, I mean, like I said, you can still tell her, but I think when she's at home, it's more vital than when they move out. I don't know. I just try to put it in my perspective. Me and my perspective, let me try to be not as I want to be, right? So I think the best thing I told my daughter is that, and it's like, I'm not saying you could tell one daughter this and not the other one, but I think that one of them, you always have that one that's more than the other. So that being said, when I realized, like, you know, she was like, boy, I showed her when I went to Facebook, bruh. I showed her. I was like, look at these pictures of me. And some of my pictures are just my face on Facebook. So some of my profile pictures, I'm gonna give y'all like a reenactment, or like, you know what I'm saying? When I do those pictures, 20 likes. And so I told her, like, look at this picture of me. This one's full body. Why when I do full body photos, 150, 200 likes? And I asked her, why do you think that is? Why do you think when I show just a profile picture of my face, I get 20 likes, but when I show a full body, 150 to 200? And she's like, because they just want to see your body. So I said, you have to think of it that perspective. And so she recently just got a Facebook, right? Recently graduated high school last year. What, May? And so she even said, bro, why are these people that are friends with you adding me? And the punchline kicker is her display picture is her in her cap and gown. And I said, well, do you remember when I showed just my face? And do you remember when I just showed my body? That's what you're going to have to think. Let's see what I got talking about. I talked to her about guys. But Donnie, how do you say it? You got to be like, I'm over here yelling at you like I know what you said. But I think when it comes to women, girls, like, I'm going to get into it. Hold on. I don't put it on her heavy on her because that's going to push her away from me to open up. Donnie, how could you go through YouTube? How could you go through YouTube besides live? You're right, because when I show my full body on Facebook, you get a lot of likes too. Terry in the building, hands up to the ceiling. I think that, okay, look, nobody ever told me the way I worded for my daughter. No one ever worded it to me that way. So back story, like, I remember in high school, I met her dad, and my mom never told me. My mom, she can't relate because she can relate because she's a woman, but I think curvier women have it harder than women who are not curvier. And like my dad never told me, I don't remember him saying like this boy only wants you for your body. You feel me? So I've always been curvy, right? So I think my daughter is curvy too, but I also think that from one curvy woman to the next curvy woman, you have to say the curvier you are, I think it's the harder. Don't get me wrong, it's hard for women in the jump. You feel me? It's hard for women in the jump, but I think when you're curvier, more men are on you, then come on now. Like, I don't know, I'm just putting it in my perspective. If I'm standing next to a woman who's not curvy and I'm curvy and a man's like, which one do I want? I think the man's going to choose the curvier woman. So I think by that, only you know though, Donnie, you feel me? By you knowing that, you have to put things in perspective. And I'm not saying like talk to her as though she's a curvy woman, but just talk to her as a woman and say, Mr. LSU in the building, moderator on deck, just say, hey, it's easy. Like if my dad would have put me aside, like, look, this man just wants this, I think I probably would have listened to him. You feel me? Maybe, maybe not. But I think it's harder for my mom, who's not curvy as me, to give me input. But I just think from a man that you got to say, look, bruh, I was a man and this is what's out here. I don't know. I don't really know the best way of saying it, but like the best thing I could do for my daughter possibly was show her when I'm on my profile picture like this on Facebook, 20 likes, but when I show my body, what does that mean? You feel me? Like, let's get philosophical. What does it mean if I'm only getting 20 likes on my face? Because face card is valid, you feel me? But if I'm getting more triple likes than on my profile picture when I show my body, like, it just means that realistically that. And you know what else is crazy? I even showed her this too. And then I'm going to read the chat because you know your girl be. I even showed her this. When I changed my picture to full body and all the likes came in, I literally remember strolling up. And this is why I don't even add everybody on Facebook. When I tell you my friends list doubled, quadrupled, like literally strolling up, add them back, add them back, add them back, add them back. And it was because they had seen my body. It wasn't about my face, because when I have the profile picture of my face, my friend request is not on maximum capacity. But when I change it to my body, it's maximum capacity. So that tells me, like, bruh, it's about my body at the end of the day. And that's another video I'm getting into. Let me read the chat and I'm going to tell you this video I'm getting into. Mr. LSU in the chat. I see you, homie. Let the guy like you for your personality. But that's the thing, Donnie. We're going to get philosophical. I tell her just because careful. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Like kissing or even holding hands. Why am I holding my hand up like you? You're a beautiful person. Guys try to take advantage of that, so just be careful. No, real talk though, because my daughter's 5 and I'll be really worried. I already worried, but having a big butt, she be standing in the mirror. And you gotta, I don't know, Terry, 5, I don't know how to have that conversation anymore. It's been a minute because my kids are, 19 and 13. But I think once a certain age that you definitely gotta, I mean, you can talk to the mom too and think about it. But I say that, Donnie, because this video I have coming out, I'm talking about, like, people are so, I'm trying not to cuss that much, guys. People are so fake. I remember I was talking to this guy a minute ago. I think we stopped talking. My car broke down, so he was giving me a ride to the gym. We were going to the gym together. But we had stopped talking because I felt like he was fake. And I asked him, like, bruh, because I was talking to this new guy, and I was like, why are people so fake to where they'll act like anything you want them to be, they'll morph into anything you want them to be. Steven in the chat, hands up to the sky. I'm working, just saying hello, 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 hello. They'll morph into anything you want them to be to impress you. And the way I see it is, bruh, like, why would you just be who you are? Just be who, if I don't like you back, like, well, y'all know because y'all are men, but Men will act any way just to get the cookies. Anyway. And they know they're not that way. But if they feel like they can get your cookies, they're going to act that way. And that to me is like multi-personality disorder. Like, I feel like, all right, I don't vibe with this guy over this subject. I'm going to go about my day. Men would act like they vibe with you on that subject just to get your cookies. So I don't know if you want to tell your daughter that. That's up to you. I've had that conversation with my kids. But I know that's how they are because it's happened to me, bruh. It's happened to me. I know. That's how people are so used to being fake. They act like that so they can have you open up and let your guard down. But that's still wrong. And anyway, the guy told me, some men, my friend, not all men. Mr. LSU, and you're right. But for me, I've noticed a lot of men will act like, I'm not saying I've been out here in these streets, but I've done my dating. You feel me? Like, I've been out here. And I didn't know people were that way, especially like, bruh, in high school, yeah, I can see it. But like, if you're in your 30s and you're acting like that in your 30s, bruh, to me, I call that multi-personality disorder. You got something going on where you're ashamed of being yourself, that you're gonna act like you're a whole different person just to get the cookies. Like, come on. I remember, case in point, then I gotta go. Right after me and my husband split up, he went to Cuba. If y'all been following the story, we were beefing. Before he went to Cuba, COVID hit, boom, boom, damn. And I was talking to this guy from high school. This guy allegedly always liked me in high school, right? Always. But for whatever reason, and now I notice the reason, it just didn't work out. But I remember, I'm trying not to put myself on blast. So me and my husband got back together. We wound up separating. We got back together, separated. But now we're good. Anywho, during that time when me and my husband had separated, I remember I invited that guy over from high school. And when he came over, the first thing he said to me was, what kind of guys you go for? And I'm thinking, what? And I said, what about you? What kind of girls do you go for? And he's like, I usually go for white girls. And I'm thinking, I know I'm a little light complected, but I ain't white. Fast forward. The whole time we were talking, he worked day shift, I worked night shift. And he wanted me to switch to day shift. But I didn't. Fast forward, I got this little, heads up. I was like, and it's kind of petty, but I was like, man, I have a really pretty white friend. I'm going to have her inbox him to see what he does. But the whole time I was telling him, like, bruh, I'm not really trying to be in a relationship because, I just got out of this relationship with my husband, how it ended. I'm just not trying to do that. And he was just like, I'm different. I've been liking you. Lying. So anywho, my pretty white friend inboxed him. Do you know he was just like, own her. I like you, this and that. Telling her all this shit. And I had a heads up because when he came over, now I could have ignored that he said, I like white girls, but something told me like, pay attention to that, Natalie, pay attention. And so I paid attention. And when I paid attention, told my homegirl, inbox him, just whatever. You feel me? Pretty girl, pretty gorgeous girl. He was all over her. Now what? Why be fake? If you know you don't like black girls or whatever it is, why lie and come over? Why are you at my house? Why are you here? I don't get it. Lying. But guys, I gotta go. I gotta pick my daughter up. Donnie, I would say like you can't ever quit because you don't want her to run away and be with an F-boy. You feel me? So it's like, and girls, like when you're that young, you're just really naive. And you believe anything someone tells you. And like, I feel like if you have that background voice saying, hey man, They'll tell you anything. I told my daughter, they'll tell you anything. Anything that you want to hear. Anything. Man, I think, you feel me? I got on a pink hat. And the boy, oh, you do, baby. Anything you want to hear. That's what my personal experience is. But guys, I appreciate you pulling up. Mr. LSU said, hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment, and turn on the notifications. Be respectful. And I appreciate you, Mr. LSU. And also subscribe to Mr. LSU. Amen. Because he's just like me. He be talking about some realism that a lot of people are not talking about on the internet. So definitely subscribe to his channel. Screenshot it now. Right now. And pull up. Cuzzo, you have to get the kids. I have to get conversations we can talk about. I have a good conversation. Oh, I can't come back on today, Donnie, but screenshot my Instagram right there and DM me. Screenshot my Instagram right there and DM me. Y'all, double check. Make sure you get Mr. LSU 36. He's a YouTuber. He's a male. And he's just like me. He's so real. He just be talking some real stuff. So definitely pull up on his channel. Instagram's right there, guys. Thank you for pulling up. I love you guys. I miss you. I can't wait to be here. Or I can't wait till you guys are here. Let me get right. Thank you for being here. And I'll be live again Wednesday, 4 p.m. Different topic. We're taking call-ins. Donnie, message me now. Message me now. I love you guys, and I'll see you.